Chapter 2. Prettiness. Jordan's memory was a powerful force. A moment from the past would sneak up and kidnap her and then force her to think about it until she discovered something she didn't know she knew. On this particular June morning, a thought grabbed her as she pushed open the heavy stage door and began walking to the main school building. She remembered a book she had read near the end of 5th grade. It was a famous one, Sarah Plain and Tall, and for a couple of days there, Jordan had wished her mom was dead. Not really, but that's what had happened in the story, and it caught her imagination. This dad lived with his daughter and son, and they all felt sad because the mom had died. But there was a woman, Sarah, coming to visit, and she might become the dad's new wife, a new mom. It was deliciously sad. Jordan loved sad stories. Jordan also loved this woman in the book right away, this Sarah. She was plain, and she knew it, and she didn't try to hide it from anybody. She even came right out and said it to the man who might become her husband. I'm plain and tall. Jordan was plain too. That's what this memory was forcing her to think about. But it wasn't like being plain was some new discovery for Jordan. She had always known that. She was plain, but unlike Sarah, she wasn't tall. She wasn't short, either. She was Jordan, plain and average. Being pretty and being tall were two of the ways Jordan did not feel special, and they both felt important, especially prettiness. Her face was her face, and there wasn't much she could do about it. Of course, she had seen TV shows about how women could change their faces, and sometimes a woman looked better afterward. Sort of. Except she never looked quite like herself anymore. Jordan couldn't imagine ever doing that. She had a smaller version of her dad's nose, and she knew she'd miss that if it went away. Also, her mom's eyebrows. Jordan knew she wasn't going to be famous for her beauty, and she was okay with that. Until she started thinking about boys. There was one particular boy, Jonathan Cardley. He played cello in the orchestra. As Jordan walked toward the main school building that morning, she spotted him with his friends over near the playground doors. Jonathan had straight brown hair. Sometimes it hung down a little too far onto his forehead and covered his eyes, which she didn't like. They were nice eyes, a greenish-blue color. He was taller than most of the other 6th grade boys, and Jordan thought he always looked good, no matter what he was wearing. He looked especially good when he wore jeans and a white-collared shirt, like today. Jonathan seemed to care a lot about prettiness. Most of the time, he only talked to the nicest-looking girls, including Kylie, her friend with the gorgeous voice. But at least Jonathan knew who Jordan was. He even talked to her now and then. He would say, "Hey, Jordan, have you seen Kylie?" Kylie, cute and tall. Jordan wished that all the really pretty girls would disappear, one by one, until she was left as the cutest girl at school. Then Jonathan Cardley would be asking some other girl, "Hey, have you seen Jordan?" A lot of girls would have to vanish. Jordan pulled open the heavy door at the end of the walkway, took a left, and headed for the 6th grade hall. It was a separate part of the school because all the 6th graders switched classes this year, just like they would next year at the junior high. Jordan wasn't looking forward to homeroom today. She never looked forward to homeroom. Kylie would be there, same as always, but she wasn't the problem. Ever since they'd become friends during 4th grade, Kylie had never said one mean word, never teased her about a single mess-up, never made her feel plain or untalented or awkward. Kylie, kind and cool. And Kylie had been nice to her when they'd been on the 6th grade soccer team back in September and October, and then during basketball season, too. Of course, Kylie had been a star on both teams. Kylie, strong and skilled. No. The problem with homeroom wasn't Kylie. The problem was someone else.